Hello people, this is Fox Guy Gion. It's been a while, and yeah, so a little background for this game. Apparently the creator of this game was like, he agreed with me on his little demo he made. Now, I think this is the updated one. It should be. I hope it is. So we're just gonna go ahead and start playing this game. Okay, so we start on maybe a continent or an island. Already a little bit better. There's a dead person in memory of those who lost their lives protecting us from the blood moon. Fuck, ignore that. Fuck, I have a coughing fit. I'm so sorry. We have rates too. What the fuck? This is getting dark. This is dark. Move along, citizen. The shaft. At least that didn't change. So we're on a small island. What are you, a spokesman? Get down the shaft this instant. Not my shaft. Get down the shaft. Psst. When you're up to date with everyone, come see me, okay? Hey, that's still a problem. This guy should not be whispering to me all the way over here. Now let's see. Nope, he didn't change that. Okay, you may have moved a trigger. Oh, you gotta remove that trigger over here. You only set it for only like once. So this is a church? The shaft is a church. Because I'm seeing stained glass windows. Alright. Nobody dear, just another wanderer. What do you want? I'm already asking questions, so shouldn't there be like, shouldn't the first section of this dialogue be, may I ask a few questions? And then never mind, because if I'm already asking questions that I want to know about, unless there is, maybe later. Okay. So why can't never mind just be never mind? Well, I should have just played this full screen. What is the blood moon? Can you give us a moment? Blood moon is a debt we must pay to the gods for allowing us freedom. They unleash nightmares beyond imagining, slaughters a hollow human they could get. We cower down here and we're helpless. What do I want? What's your story? I was with my daughter here, and then what do you know? A blood moon. That's hilarious. That's unintentionally hilarious. Hi, I'm Petra. Nice to meet you. Well, I'm not gonna be rude and tell her that she's dressed weird. I mean, look at my clothing. Fuck that dude. Who are you? I already told you, I'm Petra. Maybe a better question would be, what do you do? Because she looks like a priestess. Ah, yep. So she came here to worship the blood moon, but the blood moon had to be today. Oh God, let me good luck with that. So I don't understand. Does that mean she's evil? She wants to praise the blood moon, and this place is still too big. Check it out, one of the tiles had this hole in it. Wanna check it out? I mean, what else can you do down here? Am I right? Yeah, sure, man. I'm totally willing to do shit. We got a paladin and a magician. You know, I think you could ask Ninja 4 Boy for some help with RPG Maker. What does he have to say? He was just leaving. That's right, piss off. What was down there? A fucking gargoyle, mate. No, here's my decision. Must I kill it? You fucker. You gotta kill it anyway. It's what the game dictates. Blood moon. Durr. Whatever. You again? What the fuck? Can you play dead? Can you play dead? I'd have to kill you. Well, that didn't change.
Killing attacks. And then, they're still there. They're still there. You can't mess with me, Dylan. You put your name as the main character in RPG Maker 2, just, well, that's not as bad. Nobody got any skills. This is dumb. Yeah, maybe we should ask somebody, or just go to, RPGmaker.com and look at the forums. I hear the community is somewhat kind.
So, okay, you win. Please listen to what I have to say. Hey, please spare me. You'll regret killing me if you do so. Just what the fuck? You won't regret it. You didn't make the gargoyle. He's a gargoyle. Of course people are going to kill him. Why should I? And they will come kill you. Follow me. Is that it? This cloak looks ridiculous. That's him, the gargoyle. Wow, you aren't lying. That's awesome. He said there were more. What do you think we should do? Well, we could allow bandits in. What the hell? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Fuck all and run. I'm not gonna save Petra because she's evil. I'm gonna save the gargoyle. That's the end, folks. Not really, we're gonna see what happens when we choose fuck off. What do we do? Yeah, but what now? What do you think we should do? Well, we could... What the hell? Ah, help! Fuck all in one. Oh shit, I'm out of here. Where do you think you was going? Oh shit! You were hit around the head. Cough, cough. Help. You slowly starved and died in a pit. Karma really bit you in the ass. Nah, that's humorous. Well, yeah, so I got in contact with the actual developer. His name's Dylan something. I don't know his full name. It's Dylan. I'm just gonna say Dylan. So Dylan was like, hey, I played the game. He updated it and stuff. It really still is about, what, how long is this? It's almost 10 minutes. And that's when I saw both endings. Alright, sure, fine. I don't want to spoil anything, but apparently he's going to use one of my ideas I said in my older video. So check out my older video when I was talking about the story and stuff, because apparently he's going to change whatever original idea he had, which for me, that's an uncomfortable thing, because I'm more of an analyzer and a reviewer, and if somebody, this is exactly what I was talking to somebody else about, like, I don't want to taint people's ideas. Like, yeah, the first one, his first demo was bad. It was really bad. There was grammar problems, and there's still some grammar problems here. Like, the priestess should have said, I came here instead of I cam, because, you know, grammar and all that. I mean, other than that, it was okay. We still have like you know, there are RPG Maker tutorials. Like, I'm not trying to sound patronizing or mean, but like, you know what they say, Google is your friend, YouTube is your friend. And, you know, to be honest, all right, cool, yeah, you did decent, but that still doesn't explain, like, why is the hole in somebody's house, like, it doesn't make any sense unless you're making it, unless it's like Fallout, where there are a bunch of these little areas that people go to when there's a blood moon, which completely makes sense. But why would there be one on a lonely island? Like, shouldn't it be in the house instead of outside? Because wouldn't that makes more sense? People go inside the house, the hatch or whatever is like people with bunkers and stuff, or they build an extra basement floor so they can survive and thrive and stuff. I mean, like, I like, you know, it would be a lot better if you just looked at your intent and really thought it out. Think it out and figure out what you want to do. Because from what I'm seeing, you want it to be like a choose your own adventure type thing, and it's cool. Like don't get me wrong. It's just you need to flesh out the story before you flesh out what happens. You have to make your universe. It's what I heard in another video. You know, when somebody was analyzing a show, I believe it was Ruby or whatever. If you haven't watched Ruby, I'd maybe watch it. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it was a piece of advice he gave to the writers. He said, basically, that and you know, we don't really think about this a lot, but we should always write the world, or you know, in this case, make the world a place that is lived in, you know, unless you're writing a story, in which case the world just started or people are exploring a whole new area and stuff like that. That's cool. But the thing is like, this world has its own lore, and the only thing we know about this world right now is that there's a blood moon. When the blood moon comes, the monster shows up and they kill people, which is fine, okay? Like, nobody knows what the blood moon does. There are worshippers of the blood moon, which is interesting. Why would people worship something that causes catastrophe to others? Is she like a commentary on like doomsday type people? Is she a cultist? Is she evil? Is she good? Is the gargoyle good? So the gargoyle says that there are more of them. What does the gargoyle do? What's his role? Because he obviously doesn't want to hurt people. You know, he has no will. He just wants people to leave. I mean, he has a will. He wants people to leave him alone. So, like, and he's the only monster we interacted with. So why are the other monsters slaughtering people? Why? And also, so what? There are monsters in this world, but even more monsters show up during the blood moon? Or is it that the monsters show up during the blood moon? Because then that's kind of contradictory to the gargoyle. Unless the gargoyle isn't the type of monster that shows up when there's a blood moon. Like, you see what I'm doing? Like you can answer these questions. Don't change your game story. Don't change your vision just because somebody said it would have been better. Okay, you got to stand by your decisions. You have to, you know, because then it isn't your story. I mean, unless we were working together on a game and I was just the story dude, I was writing the story and dialogue and stuff. Which, I mean, we could do, but for a different game, not this, because this is your world. If you need somebody to help you flesh it out and stuff, I mean, I'm here. I'm willing to help you out. It won't be the best story ever, but, you know, if you need somebody to bounce ideas off of or something, because, you know, I looked at your page, you only got one comment, and that person just said, you know what, that was good, and then you got my video. I don't know how many people played your game and make videos, because I don't usually do that kind of stuff. So, I mean, really, I'm just making this video for you because you requested it. So I don't get many devs that want me to actually make a follow-up video to a video I already made. So, I mean, you know, I have, like I'm interested. I have all these questions. You know, if you, go to rpgmaker.com, you know, go through forums, look at tutorials if you're having trouble. There's a dude called Ninja 4 Boy. He's a developer. He's kind of a cool dude. I don't know, tell him that I sent you. Maybe he can help you out with some of the things with RPG Maker. You know, when only having like one dude and stuff. I don't know. That could, you know, it's not a bad premise. You know, choosing your own choice. I mean, I know I don't make RPG Maker games. I have these tutorials, and I want to at least try making a game at least once. But I mean, I know how the trigger things work, where, you know, you have a dialogue choice, and then pretty much, you know, we can have a discussion about that later. And this video is going on far too long than I really wanted it to go on for. But, I mean, you know, I'm really just making this video to let you know that like, you got a good idea here, you know, and you're doing it by yourself, which, you know, kind of sucks. But as of right now, you know, as of right now, as a demo, it was fine, it was okay, but it didn't reach all of my personal expectations of what you said it was going to be like. But that's just me personally. Like, as it is right now, it is a relatively good demo. You know, but I mean, I already knew the fuck off and run option was going to be a joke option for the game. So, yeah, I really got, I mean, like, I'm not a game reviewer. Like, a lot of people don't seem to understand. Like I'm a Let's Player, yes, but I analyze games afterwards. So I don't really like to play, you know, demos and stuff like that. But I mean, because I try to analyze the game, not really, not review it, because reviewing is, a lot of people are reviewing and not enough people are actually analyzing games. So right now, I like, for me, it does nothing for me personally, and like, it doesn't do anything for Let's Players because it's not long enough. But I mean, look at me. I've literally spent like 9 minutes at the most. Actually, no, I've spent like 5 minutes talking about this game. It's got interesting premise, but you know, you just need to think over the lore a bit more. You know, write notes, or, you know, if you're using a computer, so, you know, bring up, you know, Word, you know, Microsoft Word, and just write down some ideas. You know, write down little notes about the lore and stuff, and in the characters you want the player character to interact interact with, because obviously, you know, there's already 2 versions of the game that people can go through, and there's well, actually no, you've made it so there's at least, what, how many decisions were there? There's like, what, 10 to 15 different kinds of ways you can do things. So those are different experiences people can have, you know, different choices and stuff. But like, it was cool to see the gargoyle, like, not want to murder people. Yeah, like, the gargoyle turned out to be a cool dude. But like, there was no reason for me to save the priestess. Like, I'm not saying we need telltales, you know, type of storytelling here, because obviously you're one person, but I mean, like, you know, flesh out the priestess so that way we know what she's all about. You know, I'm just telling you things that would make the game better, or at least this little part, this little chunk of the game that So I mean that's pretty much everything I have to say about your game. To be honest, you know, until we see more, or we see a huge update, there's really nothing more for me to do. Well, I mean, nothing more for me to tell you. It's interesting. You know, can't wait to play the next possible update or large update or whatever. You know, maybe explain what Dylan is doing on the island. Dylan. Oh my god. See, this is one of the issues I have when somebody names their main character after themselves, because then I'm like, I'm telling you, why are you on this island? It's weird. It's weird. I'm an awkward dude. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This has been, I don't know what to call this. It's not a Fox. It's not really a Fox Plays. I guess it's Fox looks at or something. I don't know. Either way, interesting game. And yeah, so in conclusion, flesh out the lore, flesh out the characters, and that's about it. You know, and you know, I mean, you should know what lore is. Lore is basically everything about the game. Just, you know, take some time before you even start, you know, before you turn on RPG Maker, VX, before you do any of that, take some time and just be like, all right, you know what? Let's see what this world was like before Dylan was born, and then like how he ended up where he did and stuff like that, because like so many RPG Maker games start off with a character just standing somewhere with no explanation as to why he or she was there. And you know, it would be good. It wouldn't just you know, flesh out the lore, but it would also have us connect with Dylan more as a person. And that's about it. So I hope this video was satisfactory. I spent 23 minutes looking at and playing your game. So that's pretty much everything I have to say about it. So for everybody else, this has been Fox Guy Geo, or 90, whatever, it's Geo. And you know, keep doing what you're doing. Have a nice day. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum.